The magical thank you note. In a cozy corner of the world lived a young girl named Layla. Layla had a heart full of gratitude, and she believed in the magic of saying thank you. One sunny morning, as Layla sat at her kitchen table, she gazed out of the window at the beautiful garden her mother Serafina had lovingly tended. Layla knew that her mother's garden was not just a collection of flowers, it was a garden of love. Layla felt a warm breeze on her face as she thought about how much her mother did for their family. Serafina not only cared for the garden but also cooked delicious meals, helped Layla with her studies, and filled their home with laughter and love. I want to show Mom how much I appreciate everything she does, Layla whispered to herself, and then an idea struck her like a gentle breeze. Layla decided to write special thank you note to her mother, but this would be no ordinary thank you note. It would be a magical one. She believed that gratitude was like a sprinkle of stardust, capable of creating magic in the world. Layla searched for her most colorful markers and a piece of beautiful stationery. With great care, she wrote her heartfelt thanks to her mother, expressing how much she loved and appreciated her. She ended the note with a promise to help her mother in the garden that afternoon. When Layla handed the note to Serafina, her mother's eyes sparkled with joy. Thank you, my sweet Layla. This is the most wonderful surprise, Serafina said, pulling her daughter into a warm embrace. As the day went on, Layla and her mother worked side by side in the garden. They planted new flowers, watered the plants, and chatted about life's simple pleasures. Layla realized that spending time with her mother in the garden was a beautiful way to express her gratitude. That evening, as Layla lay in her bed, she heard the wind gently rustling the leaves outside her window. It sounded like a soft, whispered thank you from the garden. Over the next few days, Layla continued to write magical thank you notes to her family. She thanked her father Rayan for his comforting presence and the bedtime stories he told her. She thanked her little brother, Zephyr, for his playful laughter and boundless energy. Each note was a heartfelt expression of her gratitude, and each one seemed to bring a little extra magic into their lives. One day, as Layla was playing in the park with her friends, she met a lonely boy named Kale. His family had just moved to their neighborhood. He was feeling homesick and out of place. Layla's heart went out to Kale, and she knew that a magical thank you note could help him too. She wrote a note that expressed her gratitude for their new friendship and invited Kale to join her and her friends in the park the next day. When Layla gave Kale the note, his eyes filled with tears of gratitude. He felt welcomed and accepted, and the magic of Layla's thank you note had turned a lonely day into one filled with friendship and laughter. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Layla continued to spread gratitude and magic through her thank you notes. She thanked her teachers, her neighbors, and even strangers who had shown her kindness. One evening, Layla received a special thank you note of her own. It was from her family, a note filled with love and appreciation for all the magical thank you notes she had written. They told her that her gratitude had brought a special kind of magic into their lives, the magic of love and appreciation. And so, in that cozy corner of the world, far from bustling cities and rolling hills, Layla and her family learned the magic of gratitude and the power of saying thank you. They realized that gratitude could turn ordinary moments into extraordinary ones, and that expressing appreciation was a magical act of love. Thank you for listening.